Brown 45. Brown 45. Hot, 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 hot.
7 hours of red zone football, and I'll see you there for it.
Oh, wait, what happened to commercial free?
That's a whole long story.
I just want to say something. I said it last week when I said the Chiefs were going to be dead. I didn't know they were going to be this dead. But to quote the Princess Bride, Plato's, Aristotle, Socrates, morons. Everybody thought the Chiefs could still win. They were wrong. They're dead, and they were dead in a worse way than ever before. Mahomes tears his ACL. Michael Parsons tears his ACL. Injuries, people are dropping like flies. Yeah, should be interesting, and it's somebody's Super Bowl this week. I would say it is a pretty big week for somebody on the show. I was going to order a hat and put it on for the show, but I refrained. I refrained fast this week. Maybe next week. Let me tell you, there is a team though that I have absolutely fired in the right direction, and that would be the Houston Texans. I have made them a Super Bowl, like in the top 6 Super Bowl favorite right now, which is crazy. Mark, say it with me. Hungry dogs run faster. Should be a fun night. Picks were crazy all over the place. I am now tied with Robert in the points. Like, crazy things have happened. I'm in shouting distance between Scully and Barr. Week 9, I was 10 points back of Coho. I am 20 points clear of Coho now. So what a redemption. It just took a crash out. It just took me yelling about raviolis and bar stacking things at Trader Joe's and Coho and his pedo stash. First up, semi-hopeful Aggie fan. Big game this week. Not watching it. I believe you're not watching it.
I'm probably not even gonna check the score in the middle of it. I'm like, all right, the game's happening right now. I'll check it like at 11 o'clock.
Will you watch the next week? If they make it, will you watch the next week? Like a big playoff game on a neutral site.
Against Ohio State?
I don't think I can.
It's probably a good point.
No way.
28-0.
Mark, how are you doing though? Good week? It's got to be the best week.
It's an amazing week. I mean, it's after the 15th for me, which, I'm done for the year. I don't have to worry about anything. The worst thing that can happen to me now is, losing to the fantasy playoffs, which will honestly ruin my year still. But, pretty good,
Scully, why the fuck would you share that with me? Why would you share that with me?
I don't know.
We're going to sign this fucker. This guy now.
Sign him.
I'm going to kill myself. Next up, Nazario.
We're not giving him $100 million.
That's fair. Well, we just sold the team. Nazario, Tucker. Nazario, how are you doing? You're on a bye week. Coho is not here, but he has said some outlandish things so far. We'll get into all that, but how are you doing overall?
Was in one fantasy league playoffs, and I lost.
My doors blown off. I got my doors blown off.
No, I lost by 13 points. 15 points. I
think I lost by 100. I was that Simpsons meme with Mark. Oh my God, he's already dead. Like, I just kept getting punched. I was like, there was a moment I turned on the 1:00 slate and I was like, okay, look, we're trending 66%. I turned on the 4:00 slate and I was down to like 2%. I was like, geez, every person scored 20 points. I could have put Kyle Pitts in, I would have still lost by 60. It would not matter.
Amon-Ra St. Brown and James Cook were curb stomping your ass in that 3
Oh, it was so bad. So bad.
I had like 18 points down, and I only had like Waddle left for the Monday night. I was like, well, maybe if they like just ball out and give him like 2 touchdowns. No, he gave me 3 points.
You didn't even hear that wind chill was up. That was never happening, bro.
Imagine being the guy in my work league who had DK Metcalf. And when he scored the touchdown, he was like 10 points up. And then the other guy had Darren Waller. And then he scored.
That sucks.
Dude, that was my biggest sports bet of the week. I put Darren Waller 2 touchdown scorer.
Oh, that's good.
You did. $5.
That's good.
I said, if this is the guy, this is the guy. I should have put my mortgage. But
I took $5 from my kid. When the Bills were losing 21-0, when the Bills were losing 21-0, I told my kid, "Shit, I put 5 points on this game." And my kid is like, "Why would you do that? It's the Patriots. They're gonna beat the Bills." I was like, $5 to make a comeback, and he's like, "You're on. Fuck that, kid. I got $5."
That's my kid's play. I love my son. He'll make the worst bets possible. He's like, I don't think we were driving home. He's like, I don't think the Mean One, Mr. Grinch song is in the movie. I was like, bet. He's like, what do you want? I was like, you're gonna do the dishes when we get home. All right. 3 minutes later, he's doing the dishes in the house because it's clearly in the movie, moron. Like, betting kids are great. And he's like, I get $100. Deal. No problem, son. I'll pull it out right now if you're right. The movie The Grinch doesn't have the song The Grinch in it. You're an idiot. Next up, Robert. Pretty good week. Frozen Tundra. Not for you betting. Not for you picture. We'll get to that in a second. But overall, Monday night, curb stomping. But how are you overall?
I'm good. My hockey team just got sold by the Fenway Sports Group.
You guys will be back up real soon.
Yep, that's what we need. I just want to get away from that whole conglomerate.
$800,000 profit.
Only if he could hit sell on another team. Yeah. Only if.
That's what you guys were hoping for. Now we're just owned by some Chicago conglomerate. So
I just want a billionaire fan.
Liverpool instead. I wish he had just sold Liverpool instead.
That's so true. Oh, we would have been back. Because I don't think he can ever sell us because it's Fenway. But God, if he could have just put some money into us, like that'd be crazy.
So you'd be happy if it was like the Liverpool Sports Group, and you'd be like, "Well, that means we're on the trading."
I'm telling you right now, if he sold us, like being real, like I haven't drank in a while, like in 10+ years. That would be the first one back. I would celebrate like that champagne would be flowing. Give me a billionaire that just loves the fucking team and doesn't give a fuck about bottom lines.
Oh, Cody, I can't tell you how often I've dreamt of Mark Cuban using his Pittsburgh roots and buying the Pirates away from my.
He wanted to.
Idiot. I know he did.
Wants to, but the guy has too much of a thing.
Yeah.
Dude, your ADHD quarterback throwing passes that are wild and stuff, but it's good to be a bear right now. Bear down. How you doing?
Doing all right. The stress of being the number one team in like 3 different fantasy leagues is kind of hitting me right now. I can't lose. If I lose,
his girlfriend's present is like linked to all this fantasy do money that he's about to like get. He's like, I gotta be able to pay for it.
He doesn't know how much I spend on fantasy, and I want to keep it that way.
And you call me a degenerate. Got it.
You're betting on kickers, so
that was a while ago. I stopped doing that a while ago. Thank you. All right. Interesting week of football. Our picks were wild. There was a scenario that everybody except Mark and Coho got their 2-point right. Everybody except me, Nazario, and Coho got our 3-pointer right. 2 people only got their 1-pointer right. And then Robert missed everything besides his 5-pointer. Kind of a rough situation overall. JJ McCarthy, is he the guy coming back to form? Buccaneers pissed their entire game away. Another team that pissed their life away, the Panthers, which should have been easy money. And Coho, Roberts linked it to Coho being back, and he sucked because he hasn't sucked this long at picks and since Coho has went away, and then Coho came back and he got a 5-pointer. So I'm with him on that. Kind of crazy. I did say the Bucs sucked last week. I said that, and everybody's like, I don't know. They do. I bet the Falcons 7.5 plus 7.5, and then each team to score a touchdown and a field goal. It took the last field goal at the last second to cash that bet because they kicked it through. But the Bucs are in real trouble. Like, they're in serious trouble in my eyes. I don't know if you guys are all seeing that. I guess it doesn't really matter because the Panthers decided to piss down their leg as soon as they got a shot. I think they'll make the playoffs. I just don't think they can win.
No, not against whoever the 5 seed's going to be. They're going to be horrible.
Yeah. I really want to get the 5 seed now because whoever's going to make it, even the Panthers or Tampa, I know we're going to be able to take it. Too bad everybody in the fucking division is like 11 wins now. So
yeah, like it doesn't matter if the Bucs make it, or even if they play well, for that matter, because Todd Bowles is going to fuck them over. Like, he cannot. Like, honestly, even if they win the division this year, he should be fired. Like, he should be fucking gone. Honestly, everybody but Kellen Moore should be fired from the NFC South at this point. Like, Kellen Moore at least has an excuse. Like, everybody else doesn't. Like, they've sucked for a while now.
He's also led them to wins that they should not have even been like in game-wise in the first place. He's coached his ass off the last couple of weeks, if we're being honest.
We all thought Tyler Shugg was going to suck this year, and honestly, he hasn't looked horrible.
They might not draft a quarterback now. They might think they got their guy.
They're definitely not drafting a quarterback now.
No.
Yeah, they made that conversation a lot harder. At this point, he is at least good.
I think the first quarterback who's going to get picked is going to be the Raiders, even if they have like the 3rd pick.
I think the Giants trade down, and I think the Jets trade up. I think they take Mendoza. I think that's just how I see it going.
Mendoza!
Or more. I think either one goes. Even though I think
you're in 10.
Yeah, get him away.
Sorry, buddy. But I do think there's a lot of problems with that. I think the Jets, they're the farthest away from a quarterback. I just build trenches and do my damnedest to do all that stuff.
Did you see that guy that was the 2nd place in the Heisman vote, like, went out partying and told everybody in the voting committee to go fuck themselves and shit, and it was great.
No, it wasn't.
Caleb Pavi is a moron. He claims he's 6 foot. Then they take a picture of everybody with 6 foot. He is not 6 foot. There were 6 foot players next to him. And then he's 2nd place. He's just not going to be. He's like the great value version of Johnny Manziel. Like, he's interesting. Like, he's got he has that ability. He's just going to get himself in trouble where he can't think straight.
Diego Pavia is if you drained all the color out of Shedeur Sanders and injected like 2 more levels of douchiness in him. That's right. And a better running ability.
That was one of my favorites when I placed a bet this week, and a coworker of mine says he's a big Shedeur Sanders fan, which don't know why. Must love 4-8 Colorado, and then said, I picked the Bears, and he's like, I don't know, I think Shedeur is going to ball. I looked at him today. I was like, man, still waiting for that. If they got 2 games against them, I still think the point total is where the point total was. I just don't think Shedeur. I think Cleveland's going to have to draft another quarterback. I don't think they believe in any other guys at this point, which is hilarious. Rinse, cycle, repeat. Kevin Stefanski is trying to get fired. He is begging to get let go. He is doing everything in his damnedest to leave and not go. I think the biggest story of the week, I think it's the injuries, but I think it is the Kansas City Chiefs. For the first time since 2014, they will not be in the playoffs. I think I saw a horrible take this week that next season they should just sit Mahomes for the entire season.
No.
And build up the trenches and like get players out and blah, blah, blah. I was like, you're an idiot. I think they need to retool the team. I think that's an obvious thing. I think that everybody knows that. And basically, they got to get receivers that can actually push on the line, like they can actually block. But other than that, like Mahomes tearing his ACL, Chiefs missing the playoffs. I think it's crazy how wide open. Because when we started this hit sick this year and said, I mean, the AFC is absolutely loaded. AFC is disgusting, and the NFC is like, is it the Eagles or is it the Rams? Is there anybody else? Now it's like the total inverse. Everybody in the NFC is super strong. There's maybe 3 teams in the AFC altogether. I think Coho said it, and I don't know, but I totally now looking at it, if Josh Allen doesn't win it this year, he has no excuse of why not to win it this year. Like, sure, there are good teams around him, but like this, you will most likely not have Lamar. You will not have Burrow. You will not have Mahomes. You have year two guys with questionable resumes. If you can't get to the Super Bowl this year, when will you be able to get to the Super Bowl at this point?
I'm pretty sure they'll make the Super Bowl. I don't know if they will win it.
Well, I have a scenario for you. AFC Championship game, late January. Buffalo hosts the Houston Texans. They're freaking kryptonite. I wouldn't put it past them to beat the shit out of them like they did the last time.
Because I think if Houston keeps any team that they play in the playoffs under 21 points, they can win any of those games. Like, if they can keep you within that number and just beat the living shit out of you, I just don't see a world where it isn't a thing. So, like, there's a lot of questions in there, biggest things, but, like, I think it's crazy that the Chiefs won't be in the playoffs this year. I think there's a lot of people that are kind of excited that the Chiefs won't be in there this year because it gives, like, a new opportunity. But do you think Kelsey hangs it up? Do you think this is it?
Yeah.
He should.
I think so, yeah.
For God's sakes.
I think there should be the point of Allen, this being Allen has to win it this year. I would revise that into hey, if the Bills can't win the AFC this year, you've got to reshuffle the entire roster, the entire coaching staff, because Josh Allen's now about to turn 30, same as Patrick Mahomes. What did the Patriots do when Brady entered his 30s? They retooled the roster. They got Gronk. They got Welker. They got Edelman. They got all these new players to surround
Aaron Hernandez.
Yes,
I was going to say.
killer draft pick. They got all of these different guys who complemented the offense that they were running in New England. I think this could be an off season where you see that happen with not just the Chiefs but the Bills as well. If they can't win the AFC, because now you have the new generation, the Drake May, the Bo Nix, teams that are stacked on all corners of the team, and they have a quarterback that can go out and stabilize the offense and win them the game in the fourth quarter, which is something the Bills haven't been able to do in the playoffs for a long time.
How long has McDermott been there?
I think this is
7 years.
We're coming up on I think 9, almost 10 years.
It's gotta be the situation where at some point you've been there long enough, it's just not working. You got to move on. Or you're going to get into a Tomlin situation or a person that's been there for so long that they're just riding it out. I think if they don't make I honestly think if they don't make the AFC Championship game this year, I don't think the coaching staff survives. I just don't.
I think even if they do make it and they lose to Houston, Denver, New England,
True.
Whoever it is, he's gone. He's got to be gone.
Right.
This is how Andy Reid ended in Philadelphia. He wasn't able to get over that final hump and get them to a Super Bowl. So at some point,
They did once, but they sucked.
Well, I'm just saying from the entire body of work, he wasn't able to get over that hump,
Right.
and get to multiple Super Bowls.
This is season 8 for Dermott.
Yeah.
So yeah, no playoffs, no Mahomes. Another game, Broncos, questionable team. Everybody's got their doubts on them. Put it to the Packers, end up thumping them at home. Honestly, if you watched the game, it wasn't really that close. Like, there was moments, but overall, it seemed like they were just waiting to pull. I think the Packers need to cut Christian Watson tomorrow. The guy has an ability to get downfield and catch the ball, which is really good. The problem is he can't land. He struggles with a landing problem where something doesn't end up in the same place that it was originally, and he has to miss time. So your best speedster, if you can't be free, if you're that fragile, you got to go.
As someone who watched him burn C.J. Gardner-Johnson 10 days ago repeatedly, I support that idea wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I do have a question for you guys. What do you guys thought about old man Rivers?
I think he was getting to that.
It was, but I appreciate that. We'll get there in 1 second. Thank you. But we're staying on the Packers for a second. Packers without Parsons.
Mm-hmm.
How big of a step back is that?
I still think they beat the Bears.
It lowers their ceiling, but I think they're still like a top.
I think their ability to generate pressure on the quarterback will be diluted a little bit because Parsons
doesn't he get held every play though?
Every other play, yeah, I agree.
Pretty much.
But I mean, I think at most it will affect their ability to pressure the quarterback, and that's just going to require their secondary to play better.
Better question for you. Going in 10 days ago, you lost by a touchdown.
Yeah.
Going into this week, regardless if in Chicago or not, are you more confident, or are you the same? Like, it can either go either way.
I'm more confident, honestly, because in my opinion, what lost us that game was losing Kyler Gordon in pregame warmups, because then Dennis Allen had to shift his entire game plan where he moved C.J. Gardner-Johnson to the nickel spot. Gardner-Johnson's 35 years old. He can't fucking play that spot. He gets burned. He got burned by every single Packers receiver who he was matched up against. Now, with Gordon for sure out, there's going to be a better game plan on how to attack that Packers defense in the secondary and how to prevent the other wide receiver fours the Packers have on that roster from getting into the end zone. So I was more confident even before the Micah injury. The Micah injury, to be quite honest, it doesn't move the needle for me all that much because I know that they still have good pass rushers and defensive tackles on that team who can still get to Caleb. It's all going to be about what the defensive game plan is.
I think it's super funny how the NFC is breaking down right now. I believe there are 3 teams from the West. I believe there's 3 teams from the North, and then there's the Eagles. Basically how it's all kind of breaking down. And then again, one's going to miss it because the Bucs still get a spot here.
And then there's 4 hobos at the gas station called the NFC South fighting over one spot.
Yeah. So they're going to get that spot. But my thing is, so there's a lot of conversation right now. Coho, this chat, people are discussing. There are 6 good teams, then the Eagles and the Bucs. One spot is not available. One spot will be missed. They can't all get there. The conversation is resulting in the Niners, because there's a scenario that week 18 can be for the Bears season against the Lions, which crazy if they won this, because if they lose this week, I don't know who your week 17 is.
Niners.
It's him. It's fucking
Niners. Okay. And then final, it would be that. So the question that sits on the table, 3 teams. The Niners, the Lions, the Bears. Because I I think that's weird because I think I'm already putting in the Packers to be in the thing. I don't know if that's
the Bears are higher than the Packers right now.
yeah, but I think if this week flips, okay, so fine, I'll put them in there. Who doesn't make the playoffs?
I'm not sure the Lions can come back.
Yeah, I know their schedule's what it is.
Great timing.
Yeah, I did it. I made it.
What an angle. You and your angles, bro. Do you have a desk? Do you have like a desk that's at a level?
No tables.
It's either up your nose or at your forehead.
God.
Okay. 49ers. Everybody give me your pitch. 1 minute pitch. 49ers, Lions, Bears, Packers. Which one of those four missed the playoffs? Whoever wants to go first.
Okay. I'll stick with the Lions. I think, despite what their schedule is coming up, I think 2 of the 3 games are hard. I'll even throw the Steelers in this week as a hard game. I think they'll win, but I think it's a hard game. And that Week 18 showdown, like I think the injuries on the defensive side, despite how dynamic they still are on offense, I think there's and Scully, is that in Chicago? The Week 18?
Yeah.
Oh, I know Goff is better at cold weather, but he ain't the best. So, like, I be given where the Lions are, they're outside looking in.
When the Lions and Bears played last time, what was that score? I'm not doing this as a baitum. I don't really know.
It's not important.
It was
I'm not baiting. I'm asking an honest question. I don't remember the game.
It was 52-21.
Oh, so belt to ass. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I'm just checking. I didn't remember. I'm just seeing where we'd be. Okay, so we got one for Lions. Who wants to go next?
I think the Bears are gonna be the one out because the Niners just need to win one game, like 1 out of 3, and mathematically that gives them the last wild card. So basically, the other 3 teams are fighting for who wins that division, and the Packers and the Lions both have to play this bald fucker here, and that's like a win, guaranteed. But the Bears have to play the Packers, the Lions, and the Niners. And when all those 3 teams are fighting for the same fucking thing, it's gonna be a lot more difficult to be able to sweep the table, which is what the one thing that would guarantee that they will be in. Even if they split with the divisional ones and lose to the Niners, they still are out.
I think it's going to be the Packers or the Lions, and I kind of have to go with the Lions, simply because it's that Week 17 game against Minnesota. Minnesota manhandled them on both sides of the ball in that first matchup. Like that game was close, but it should not have been as close as it was. I think McCarthy's looked better. I think the Vikings defenses looked better. I think the problem with Detroit is that teams know how to attack their defense. It's so easy. You just have to throw the ball deep, get your matchups right, outrun their DBs. That's all you have to do. It's incredibly easy to exploit that now than it was, I think, in the first few weeks of the season when they were playing a lot of people close. They were blowing out teams.
Okay, I'm trying to be devil's advocate. But
my other point is Lions play the Steelers, Packers play the Ravens. I honestly think at this point it's easier to beat the Ravens than the Steelers.
Listen, I just have a real quick. With all due respect, I'm not trying to provoke anybody. I promise. Jack Fincher, go fuck yourself, by the way. Don't come in my... You talk shit on me. You don't get to say shit. But 49ers, because fuck the 49ers, but actually the Lions. Okay. Does JJ look good? Or is JJ playing very bad defense?
He looks functional.
But listen.
I said better. I didn't say good. I said
his throws are scary as fuck.
I agree with that.
Why does he throw everything 115 miles an hour?
Don't know. Don't like it.
Okay. But okay. So that's fine. So we got... You didn't stick to a vote. Hold on. Shush. I got Lions. I got Bears. You stuck between Packers and Lions. Pick one. Scully.
Oh, Lions.
Okay. So Mark and Coho need to go.
Mark, go.
Yeah, this is your
honestly
show
not-
just as much.
like-
He can't bully you around. He can't.
Like I'm not 100% sure because honestly, it's interesting because like everybody kind of has like a tough schedule. I think this question becomes more clear after this week.
Oh, you don't say. But welcome to the talk portion of this show. And if I put a gun to your head, and your Aggies were on the line, you got to pick one. Give me a name.
Decided to pull the trigger at that point.
Like, I think
kidding.
if you're forced, just like right now, the Lions are in the worst position of anybody.
Okay.
It's hard to not say the Lions because of that reason. They have I think they have like one more tough game, a really tough game left, and like that could be it. But they're already, I mean, they're like a game and a half behind the leader, or what? Are they 2 games behind the leader, or just or
2 games
like
behind us, a game and a half behind the Packers.
yeah? So
They
like
can
3
still
games
have.
left, like that. They're lucky that they kind of play some of the people involved, so that helps. But I mean, they need more stuff to go the way than the rest.
All right. Now, Coho, you have said some things in chat, so I need you to at least stick to your guns, what you said, and who does not make the playoffs.
I think the 49ers are going to miss the playoffs. I think that the Lions are going to beat the Vikings in the rematch. I think they're going to beat the Steelers, and then I think they're going to beat the Bears again. I think they are going to sweep the Bears. But I think the Bears are going to win enough games before that match where it doesn't matter. So the Bears, I think, are going to win the division. I think the Lions are going to win out. And then I think the Packers are going to beat every team.
2-1?
Or one team. They're only going to beat the Ravens. Because I think they're going to lose to the Bears in the rematch, and they're going to lose to the Vikings in Week 18 because it's a look-ahead game, and they've already locked their spot. They don't need to play.
Okay, hold on.
I have a bonus question. Go.
Mass doesn't matter.
I think the 49ers are going to go 0-3 in the last 3 weeks.
That was going to be my question. So you're saying because we win one and that is a qualified team. So you're saying we're going to go 0-3, starting with Old Man Rivers on Monday night.
Can I tell you why you're losing on Monday night? Old Man Rivers and the fucking Colts almost beat the fucking Seahawks.
Whoa!
The Seahawks are not great.
Oh my god!
The Seahawks are not that great, man.
No,
they are better.
We already beat them, man.
And they're going to beat you in the rematch in Week 18, and then you're out. The Bears are going to beat you. The Seahawks are going to beat you. It's all going to come down to that Colts game, and I think the Colts can beat you.
Wait. Are the Lions winning all 3 games?
No.
He says so.
No. Yeah, he does.
Are the Lions winning all 3 games?
The Lions are winning all 3 games.
Because that's 2
And he
things
says
that
the
must
Packers
happen.
and the Packers lose
are winning
2, and they lose 2 and win 1.
I'm just saying, like mathematically, man.
Is that
The only way the Niners don't make the playoffs if those 2 things happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
If those 2 things happen, the Lions win all 3, and then we lose all 3. Damn it! You don't pay your bets. I would put the fucking money on that, man.
The reason why is because I think the Lions can beat all 3 teams in the final stretch, and the Niners are going to lose to all 3 teams in the final stretch. I think you guys have 3 tough teams. The Colts clearly don't need a quarterback to play teams close, and if Philip Rivers
pause.
That
is a horrible narrative. Okay, we will get into this. No, they didn't.
They did.
Okay.
Coho has picked against all 3 of our team, like half the panel. I just want to say that.
Okay. So here's the thing. This is the classic thing that has happened multiple times in the NFL. When you're going into a week and you're like, bro, we're playing Philip Rivers. Walk through is lazy. Film prep is lazy. Effort is lazy. You're just like, whatever, this is going to be nothing. Then they get punched in the mouth, and they get those games, and they get and they win by a little bit. That's what happened on Sunday. They
Correct.
thought that they were going to be up by 40 and it wouldn't have mattered. But it turns out they weren't up by 40. So to put that same factor is, the problem now is everybody just saw that game.
Yeah.
And everybody now has a game plan that they will just load the box on Phillip Rivers and put so much pressure on him. You saw it later in the game, right? They were able to move the ball earlier in the game. And by the end of the game, Taylor was getting swallowed up in the backfield. They weren't getting any points. He couldn't run left. He couldn't run right. It was sling out. They will lose. And I'm sorry it's going to happen.
Here's why you're wrong. Can I say why you're wrong? The 49ers can only win one way, and that's with Christian McCaffrey. The Colts have the best run defense. They have the best run defense in the AFC. And the fucking secondary can lock down Brock Purdy and Juwan Jennings. And
What's their pass defense? What's their pass defense?
I don't know what the rank is, but I trust the Colts defense.
The last time I checked, Christian McCaffrey can catch a ball.
Yeah.
Here's the point.
George Kittle can catch a ball.
Juwan Jennings can catch a ball.
I don't think he's going to get a chance to catch a ball. I don't think Brock Purdy is going to throw more. He's going to make 40 dropbacks and complete maybe 15 passes. Brock Purdy's going to have a bad night on Monday night against the Colts defense. The point I'm trying to make
is Kittle dead, like in your scenario?
Yeah, he got shot in the head. He is literally murdered.
Is that the 49ers offense is not going to make it past the 30-yard line for the Colts on their side of the ball. It's going to be a field goal game all night long. And which team do I trust to make a field goal to win? Not the 49ers.
Do you know Pinheiro hasn't missed a field goal all season, right?
Yeah, I was going to mention that. And Cody, to your question,
He
Indianapolis is the 31st ranked pass.
He kicked the 60-yarder.
Hold on. Robert, from the top rope.
Indy's the 31st ranked pass defense, right?
Okay, fine.
So you know what? Load the box. They're going to beat you over the middle. You're going against Kyle Shanahan when he's had two quarterbacks that have looked serviceable every time they went out. Every time. They're in the record they are. I know you're hoping and praying, but it ain't happening. Zero chances.
It's not even a hope and pray. I just don't think the Niners
You're
are
praying that the 49ers miss 3 straight games, and one of those wins has to come from Phillip Rivers.
My whole thing is they're losing week 17 and 18 100% to me. They're not beating the Bears.
Who are they playing?
Bears and Seahawks.
Where are they playing the Bears at?
They're playing the Bears at home.
Yeah.
In
San Francisco.
They also play the Seahawks. Seahawks are also at home, by the way.
Seahawks are
but the last 2 games are at home, but they already beat the Seahawks once. They're not going to win the other one when the division is on the line.
Well, the Seahawks might rest.
If they win tomorrow night,
if they lose Thursday, they're going to rest on week 18.
Correct, but I don't think they're winning tomorrow night.
If the Seahawks lose tomorrow, they cannot win the division.
Yeah, but the 5 seeds up for grabs.
The playoff machine.
No,
I have the playoff machine literally up right now. That's why I'm saying basically your choices are first round bye or beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or Carolina Panthers in week 1. Those are the 2 options for the Seahawks if they win out or even lose Thursday and win the rest.
Honestly, I'll take.
So they are going to play week 18 for the 5 seed.
A free week of practice.
My only viewpoint is, but my thing is, I think the Rams and Seahawks are so far above everybody else at this current moment that when whoever wins or loses, they're going to rest week 18 because it won't matter at that point.
You might go to Philly. You have to go play Philly in the first round. I don't want to do that.
I think what we learned. I think what we learned last week. Hold on. I think what we learned last year. It was out there last year that when it was determined between a 5 and a 6 and a 4 or whatever, players just rested because they didn't care about where they were going. They knew they had to go and play somebody at some point. So rest was way more important than winning that one extra game because you can't risk an injury.
I mean,
and the Rams.
I would love to play Philly. I would love to play Philly in Philly right now. Like, they're not a good team.
The Rams did that last year, knowing that they were most likely going to play the loser of that NFC North game, which ended up being the 15-2 Vikings, and we saw how that went.
Right,
14-2 Vikings.
14.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Belt to ass. Okay. So
with Sam Darnold, who's going to suck in the playoffs anyway.
Hey, you know what? At least you got to see it. At least you got to have an extra game of football. You just get to sit there and be like, number 9, can you be the hope? Please don't leave Justin Jefferson. I love you. By the way, this offseason, if Burrow's talking about it, I'm telling you right now, trade everyone. There would not be a player left on that roster if I could get. Yeah, it would be the Gary Oldman. Everyone. They'd walk in the thing. You're going to the Bengals. You're going to the Bengals. You are also going to the Bengals. How many firsts do we have? They're all going to the Bengals. You got to say. So the seconds in there, you're all going to the Bengals. Have a good one, Justin Jefferson. We may not have an offensive line, but we will have Joe Burrow.
Well, that's a great reset.
Yeah. Herschel Walker has not. You've done it before. You've done it before. Just do it again.
Didn't work out too well. But...
Yeah, for one call, thread everything, and then he can go.
So overall, weird week of football. Patriots have a 21-point lead. Looks like they're completely just dog walking the Bills. Bills, he still has that cape. No green rock to be found. He decides to just start fucking, and James Cook decides to just shove it straight up the Patriots' ass.
The green rock's in his wife's uterus. Right? So,
that's true.
I'm telling you.
God have mercy on him, man. He needs that playoff money. Because her baby shower going to cost a pretty penny.
So it's
why are we doing this in Milan? Well, fuck, because we are. That's what's gonna happen. Gold fucking pacifier. But let me tell you, I do love Dave Portnoy doing a video after 21 points and like, belt to ass. We own this division. This is our team. Nothing else comes through. We're back in the Super Bowl. And then all of a sudden he goes, I guess I'm the asshole. I'll just own it. I'm the asshole. I screwed it up. That's my bad. But yeah, Josh Allen, again, back against the wall. I don't know if anybody else was watching it, but it almost felt like the Chiefs were losing. And the calls started switching in the Bills game really weird all of a sudden. They're like, don't you fucking call another fucking foul on Buffalo. Mm-hmm. Don't you fucking dare. We need one of them. We need one of them to make it. And then it just started happening.
Way in hell, I'm putting Trevor Lawrence versus Drake May in the divisional round.
Cody, by the way.
God, he's on the ground. He's clamping his leg. All right, let him just run to the end zone. 7 holds, I don't give a fuck. Let him in the end zone.
No holds for the Bills. They lead in holding goals.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. That's like always Kansas City narrative. They're like, oh, they always get the lucky call. Like literally top 10 in fouls every year.
We were talking about, by the way, the NFC about like wanting to not have the bye versus playing the NFC South. But if you're the AFC East team, right? Would you rather play like Houston in the first round, or would you rather go to Pittsburgh or Jacksonville?
Yeah. Now it's a weird scenario because it's only a game, right? It's only a game.
It's only a game right now.
So they have to basically win out. They have to win out to basically win that division. They do have the Jets and Dolphins. Who do they play this week, though? They have
the Eagles in week 17.
The Bills do, but who are the Patriots?
Ravens.
The Titans.
They play the Ravens this week, and then
hold on, there you go.
Fuck the Ravens.
It's the Ravens, the Jets, and the Dolphins. That's the Patriots' remaining schedule.
Yeah, just wrap it up. That's okay. Quinn Ewers, let me tell you, you ain't seen nothing yet. Anybody yelling about Tua, you're about to see some shit. Hope you all enjoy it. Texas wanted to murder him last year. Let me tell you, you're gonna really want to murder him.
That's like 144 yards and 2 interceptions every week.
Dude, good thing I'm out of the playoffs because H-Hands, the ball's gonna be at his feet every play. So
I have him in my work league.
Oh, dead. Fucking dead. He's gonna get a pass over the middle and his head's gonna explode. I already we talked about that 40 minutes ago, like clearly 40 minutes
Gibbs
ago.
and JSN, I need you
I
this
know.
week.
Phil, I see it.
I think tomorrow. I honestly think tomorrow's a shootout. I think it's an absolute. I think it's 28-31. I think it's going to be a fire show.
That's
I just
not a
think it is.
shootout.
That's a shootout.
45-41's a shootout.
You're an idiot. 35-20. 31-28.
That's called a real football game.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. 4 touchdowns apiece, and that's not a shootout. You're a moron.
Spread out over 4 quarters. It's not a shootout.
You kiss your mother with that mouth? You're quite fucking disrespectful. Tell your mom to FaceTime, okay? Yeah, but anything else happened that we want to discuss before?
You know, I don't think we ever actually, or did we kind of talk about Rivers after because of all the thing, or like
Old man Rivers
looked horrible. Looked absolute horrible. Like he had fast receivers that broke it a little bit of like when that ball needed to go downfield. It didn't exist.
I think he looked better. I think he looked better than I expected.
Yeah, I think that's true. Like, I think everybody thought it was going to be a massacre, and the thing is, he was just going to get the ball quickly out, and he wasn't going to test anything, and it was going to work. And then, I mean, I'm sorry. Like, I think the Seahawks can put some pressure on the Rams this week. I think they need to. Because if they lose, they're basically destined to play the 2 seed they're the 2 seed, right? But the issue is, I think if they didn't have that kicker, that team is a fucking joke against them. Like last week, there was no excuse why they couldn't have punched it in at any point in time. Like they chilled through walkthrough. They didn't take it seriously at all. They thought it was going to be a layup game.
This was a look-ahead game.
Yeah, and they knew they had Thursday, so why would they put any work into Indianapolis with Phillip Rivers coming in when they knew they had the Rams coming in? And then that's when they lay down, which is going to catch the Rams napping because the Rams are going to be like, look at what they just did against the Colts. They didn't look bad, or we'll just do what the Colts did, and they're going to get beat over the top. Like that's destined to what's going to happen. That's how the cycle of football always works. But again, if you're going coaching matchups, I think I trust Sean McVay against the Seahawks in general. He's one of the best coaches in the game for a reason. But yeah, Phillips didn't look terrible. He looked bad, but overall he looked serviceable compared to some quarterbacks out there. Like I think he looked better than like Shador and other players like that.
So that was fascinating because somebody made a great point. I can't remember who it was. You watch the way Phillip Rivers plays football, where half of what he does is at the line. He's checking protections. He's reading the defense. He's essentially telling everyone where to go at the line.
Yeah.
Contrast with Shador, who's waltzing up to the center in shotgun and trying to play hero ball every play. And it's such a different dynamic from quarterbacks now than from 15, 20 years ago. Like Rivers is the last of that golden generation that played football with their heads as much as they played with their arms and legs. It was really fun to watch the chess match between him and Mike McDonald every play the Colts ran, because he couldn't throw the ball deep. But there was always somebody open like 5 yards downfield. So he was hitting check down after check down after check down, and it was death by 1,000 paper cuts for that Seahawks defense for most of the game. Now, obviously, of course, you can throw the ball deep, so the volume was limited, but it's a hell of a lot better than Shador trying to heave the ball to Isaiah Bond, who doesn't turn his head around in time. Way better football.
Yeah.
I think if you find a way to make between runs and checkdowns and get 3 to 4 yards every play, you always have a fighting chance. You just have to keep changing what you're doing, because after a while, they're just going to catch up to that.
Well, and you have to make sure you can throw the ball more than 10 yards downfield. That's also important.
Every couple of passes, yeah.
Anything else from the week?
I had fun this week. A stress-free game. First time in so.
That's true. That pass to DJ Moore was should have been horrible, and it was worked perfectly. It's crazy.
I was like, no. Yes.
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 I have an honest question. If the Colts lose this week, are they eliminated from the playoffs?
No.
Not officially, but for the
In all,
it ain't looking
in all
good.
intended purposes. Cody, do we want to talk about Joe Burrow's depression?
Oh, I'm a fucking millionaire. I don't know if I love football anymore, and I signed this long contract into Cleveland and to Cincinnati where nothing fucking exciting happens. Oh, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. Hey, by the way, you fucked up your league, okay? You signed Jamar Chase and Higgins. You can't have both. It's not how the world works. You can't pay two number ones and want them to both be there and then be like, wait, I don't get a center? I have to deal with a journeyman line like tackle? What? Wait, I can't get cornerbacks? What do you mean? Yeah, you can't. It doesn't work like that, Joe.
But I do get to buy
what?
a Batmobile. So
yeah, and you get to wear backless jackets to fashion shows and stuff like that, and ice blonde your hair and go on your influencer trips. Buddy, if you don't want to play NFL, do the Carson Palmer, fucking retire and come back in a year. Just do that. You'll be able to sign with whoever the fuck you want. But until then, welcome to Cincinnati. Enjoy the fuking weather. It's going to be miserable for you, buddy. I don't know.
There's so much a man can do in Southern Ohio.
And what the fuck? Like you overall, you pass, you put belt to ass on the Ravens. And the moment you guys get eliminated, you can't move the ball anymore.
terrible. It's so fucking
You
bad.
just put your tail between your legs and went home. Like, it was so annoying. Like, just fake an injury. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I have no sympathy when you get to play quarterback in the National Football League. Now, I will say, he's been sacked more times than Andrew Luck was and played 15 less games. That's crazy. But overall, buddy, you made your money, go retire. You don't have to play anymore. You're good. Now, if you're good with your money, you can go to all your fashion shows for the next 50 years. Good for you. But if you can't, guess what? Suit it back up and play quarterback because that's what you're going to need to do.
I mean, can he afford it, though? Because Odell Beckham Jr. told me that $100 million is not as much money as you think it is.
Well, yeah, when you put diamonds in your mouth and as jewelry, I'm pretty sure it doesn't go as far as it used to. And you have 12 cars. Motherfucker could literally get a $12 million house in Cincinnati. Well, not in Cincinnati. He wants to go anywhere else besides that and just live.
What's the line in the replacements? Like, do you know how much they tax on a Ferrari, motherfucker? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Oh.
I thought it was funny that he said that because in his last contract with the Rams, didn't he get part of it in Bitcoin? So
yes.
More of that it should be worth more than if they just paid him straight money.
Yep. It went down for a while, but now it is back up big time. So no wonder he hasn't re-signed with anybody. I love every of these players that are just still old and be like, think about playing now. Want to play for a contender? Yeah. No thanks. You should stay home. You're old.
Like Jalen Hurts is the only one that I think it's full of money, and he lives in a regular 4-bedroom, two-bathroom house, in the middle of nowhere.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a pretty average, middle house, and not have a mansion or whatever. That guy's gonna be able to live off that money for the rest of his life, and probably his kids too.
Well, he knows nothing's going to make him happy. I saw him barely able to crack a smile after he won a Super Bowl.
True. Okay. I think we can get into picks unless there's anything else we want to talk about.
Do you want to talk about, just real quick, do you want to talk about your favorite quarterback scoring 6 touchdowns against the Jets?
Oh!
No, I do not. I do not.
That's fine. It doesn't matter. I'm just asking.
My narrative has still not changed. I think he's a bad quarterback. He is just he's looking better, which is great.
I mean, you said the Jets, right?
It did.
Yeah, there you go. All right, that makes sense. All right.
Tyler
He's trying
shot
to
4
be-
touchdowns.
Yeah, yeah. That team is like fool's gold. Like people that are going to buy that stock, I feel sorry for their return on investment. Okay. So to run the standings, we have Mark at 168, Scully at 153, Bar at 152, me, because I did do better than Robert this past week, I'm at 149. Robert's also at 149, 10 points ahead of Nazario, and 20 points ahead of Coho at 129. But Coho did have a 4-1 week, so he is back on the uptick. So good job, Coho, for pulling yourself out of the weeds. Crazy when you put some logic into your picks.
Everyone was like, we're taking the Packers.
Same thing. Same.
They had a
thing
lead in the
applies-
fourth quarter or whatever. Like we're like within a point. I'm just saying.
Sean Payton, mile high. I ended up winning. I don't know. Fuck you.
Mark, same thing applies with twos until the end, right? And just save the last 5 for
There's a game I want, so like, yeah, just put me at 2 again.
Oh, I didn't. Whoa, you're shipping. I'm doing math here.
Yeah. Just do 2s. It's simpler that way. Yeah.
Twos, and then we saved for the last 5 for.
There's 32 picks if we all do 2s. So
Okay.
Work.
So you want 2, which I already knew and factored that in. Scully, where do you want?
I'll go 3rd again.
3rd again. I'm going 4th. Even though there is a game I would want, I have not had any luck when I used to pick at the 1 spot. I never had luck when I picked from the first spot, so I like where I've been. I've had success where I've been, so I'm going to stay there. So Robert, do you want 1st or 5th?
First is an anchor on my fucking ankles right now, so I'm gonna go 5th actually.
Okay. Don't like being behind you, or in front of you. Nazario, do you want 1st or
6th or last?
6th. 1,
1st or last?
I counted Bar. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 6. Yeah, 6. Yeah, last or 1st.
I've never been 1st, so I'm gonna do that.
Can't wait to see what this fruit of this poison tree is rot.
Let's fucking go, baby. That'll fucking
That worked
play.
it out exactly how I wanted.
All right, Nazario, then have at it. You get your first pick.
Cool. I'll pick the Texans to beat the shit out of the Raiders.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Probably a pretty good pick. Hold on. Where the fuck who are they playing? Texans.
Raiders.
Got it. So you want the Texans. Okay. Mark.
Yep. There is one very obvious game this week and a lot of coin flips, and that's the obvious one. Yeah, give me the Texans to kill the Raiders on Sunday.
Okay. So that one is out. Scully, what do you want? I think we'll be in lockstep with ours.
I'm going to take the Bills.
Correct. Okay.
Yep.
I will also be taking the Bills.
That was number 2. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I just think that's as obvious as it's ever been. Okay. Robert.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. I don't give a shit about where this game is. I'll take Philly over the Commanders. Mariota.
Yeah, I gotta see what. Okay, there it is. Okay. Eagles. Got it. And Coho.
I will take the Patriots over the Ravens.
Hold on.
But-
I just gotta locate them. Okay.
Oh boy.
What are we drinking, Mark?
Some dark.
Some good old Irish whiskey.
Ooh.
Which I'll say there's a reason why those Irish are a bunch of drunks. They make some good damn sipping.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I'll lock out the Eagles on the way back.
Okay. All right, Robert.
Wait, what did he pick?
Eagles and Patriots.
Okay, so the Eagles are out.
Yep.
Yes.
I don't like to alienate the people in this panel. It's not what I like to do. So I'm going to pick the Niners against Old Man Rivers for a high point.
Mhm. And I am also going to match you with that.
God fucking damn it.
Yep. Well, that was the one I was going at. I'm just glad that you also were going there. So, yep. Niners. Rivers. I bet you'll really love hitting the floor multiple times in San Francisco. At least it'll be nice. It won't be cold. All right, Scully.
I will lock out the Patriots.
Okay.
Going against what my original plan, but there's a strategy here. I'm banking.
I like it. All right, Mark. What do you want?
Okay. I don't like this because I have it at 4, but it's really could go either way. And there's one game that should be very obvious, but scares the fuck out of me now.
Facts.
Yep. It's just I don't see how it on paper this is a tough game. I just don't see how we can pick against this team at this point, just because they're 12-2. So
okay.
Have to pick the Broncos to beat, especially to beat Jacksonville, especially at home. They're probably going to drag Jacksonville into some deep water there, and Jacksonville is going to be in a place where they haven't been in a while. So I think.
Yeah, coming to Mile High is going to be a different beast.
You know that meme where there's a woman in the pool, she's holding up a kid, and then there's a kid drowning, and then there's a skeleton on the bottom. Skeleton on the bottom is Trevor Lawrence and Jaguars.
Yeah. All right, Nazario, 2 picks.
I think the Chargers over the Cowboys.
Yeah, their soul got taken from him, so I understand.
And I'll take the Packers over the Bears.
Buddy, I hope you never change. I just hope you never fucking change.
Because that is like Christmas come early for my pick.
I'm fine. I understand your logic behind it. I don't disagree. Overall, because they're both minus 110. They're at least it's 100% pick 'em. But I think on the way back, you could have still son of a bitch.
What the fuck?
No.
You gotta wait now.
You gotta wait.
5.
Okay, you can just make comments. That sucks for you, but we already built our order, so that would throw us
This is
all
actually
off.
more fun because then he can just watch all the games.
Watch his misery about what's about to come to him.
Left.
Wait, have you guys not made a single pick yet?
Oh no! We're halfway
okay,
through.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
That's why I'm saying I can't throw you in right now. I would if we just made a pick.
That's fine.
Okay, Mark.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can do this. This game scares the fuck out of me. And I think the reason why I'm first is because I've avoided the Thursday night game like a fucking plague. So I will continue to do that. Mm-hmm. And I don't like this because I'm going to go with Nazario on this one. I'm going to lock out Chargers and Dallas. and
Okay.
I'll pick Chargers. Like just Dallas, their season's over. They're dead.
Yep. Soul got taken.
No one is more dangerous than Dak Prescott with nothing to prove, though.
That is true, though. I'm not playing him in the fantasy playoffs, though. Fuck
I mean,
that guy.
let's be real. Dallas is just hoping he goes to like a massage parlor or something at some point, so they can get on a fucking contract. So, like, let's be real. They're just hoping he fucks up somewhere dead
Are there
drastically.
colors in Dallas?
Gotta be. What are you talking, Jim?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there are.
Scully, what do you want?
I'm kind of surprised this game hasn't been picked yet.
I hope we're on the same wavelength.
I'm gonna take the Lions over the Steelers.
Okay.
Because I think on paper it's an even matchup. They're both 8-6, but I just don't see how the Steelers stay in the game with them. I just don't. With a healthy Amon-Ra and J-Mo, it defies. And I get that's all what Robert's team is about. It defies logic and the laws of physics.
Yeah.
I think the Lions win big here.
I know how, because a parked up Rodgers is a fucking menace. That is how they're in games at this point.
He's gonna smell salts every
Guess
play.
what? If I lose 3 points here and the Lions season ends,
Watching him on Monday night was
okay
so
with me.
funny.
That is
He
okay
just
with
stand back and be like,
I
like
guarantee
he was
you,
just directing traffic
if the
without
Steelers-
getting any
if
of
the
it.
Steelers win the North and they're in that wild card game against like New England or Buffalo, they're going to use that play, and Rodgers is going to stand back there with the ball and just chuck it to Freiermuth or Washington or whoever's in the end zone. On that
So
play.
I have a pick I want to make, but I almost need to be strategic here because I'm going to also take the Lions, just to lock them. I may not take them as high as you would take them in points, but I think you're not wrong. And I think a comeback game would probably make more sense for the Steelers at this point, because I think they basically, the Ravens lose to the Patriots and they lose. It means nothing to either one, so. Means more to the Ravens than it will be
destined
to
to play for the division in week 18.
Right. So that's what it.
If the Ravens lose to New England and we beat Cleveland, I think that will eventually work itself out. Or it's not going to.
You know that's not going to happen, right?
Oh, it's happening. It's happening. Shador's behind center. So yes, I'm going there. Robert, what do you want?
I guess
is going to bite me in the ass because I really wanted this game and it's not going to come back to me.
Well, I don't know if that's going to be the case. I'm picking a lot of teams I despise that have really caused me a lot of consternation. Yep. Philly being one of them, obviously, and this team, which I guess I'm a little surprised didn't get locked out. I'll take the Broncos.
Oh,
over Jacksonville.
Okay. All right. Here we go. All right, Coho, 2 picks.
Okay.
Is he going to pick the Bears? You're not mad at me. You're mad at your dad. You're right. I do hate my father. That's every time I think of the NFC North. Like, you're not mad at me. You're mad at your dad. You're right. I do hate my dad.
Can't hurt you anymore.
I think
lamb and tuna fish.
Am I going to do something a little stupid?
It's like spaghetti and meatballs. Amorpha? Yeah, if you don't like spaghetti and meatballs, get the hell out of this country. Big Daddy is so underrated.
I'm going to take...
Come on, slut.
The Bears.
Fucking rent-free.
I'm going to take the Bears.
I wasn't taking...
Can he take the Bears?
Yes.
Yeah.
No one else
only
anything else.
Nobody else has picked the game?
Coho,
No.
I need you to know, if we lose this game,
It is my fault, and you are free to hate me for life.
I'm going to tell Trump that there's Venezuelans in North Dakota.
By the way, that man was live like 20 minutes ago.
Stop. No, definitely not.
No.
I just want to know if he invaded.
I don't care.
I'm gonna take.
We just lost a viewer.
I blame you.
I'm gonna do something dumb, and I'm gonna take the Vikings over the Giants.
Oh,
That's not dumb.
dude, I fucking
Did your
love
dog
this
just lick the
show.
camera?
I wanted its game. I didn't think it was going to come back to me. It came right back to me because I fucking made you pick the fucking Bears. Okay. No, you weren't. Robert, what do you want?
I don't want to pick Waco. Just like we've already got one. I don't want to cross over anymore. So I'm gonna switch gears. I'm gonna take. We referenced this team, both teams. I'm gonna take the Saints over the Jets.
Oh.
I thought.
Okay. Well, maybe this could wait. I'm gonna take it though right now because I don't want it to have a chance. This team, both teams don't have a shot. Both teams are eliminated from the playoffs. Both teams are a little dejected. Only one team is starting Quinn Ewers at quarterback, and the other is still starting Joe Burrow. I'm taking Joe Burrow to beat in warm weather Miami. I think Jamar Chase goes for 150. And literally, because there's probably some incentives tied to this game.
God's ears, because I have him in my work fantasy league.
I
Chase to
was going to pick that before the lines, but I was like, I don't think this one's coming back. And then you both passed on it. Quinn Ewers is literally going to be the quarterback of the game. I do not care how bad you think the Bengals are. It's over. This is exciting. A-Chain might do really well, but I think they're all just going to load the box because Quinn Ewers is going to be very bad.
Capable of doing that though?
Yeah, that's.
I mean, they have stopped running backs in some games, and some games they don't. Look at the Ravens one week and the Ravens the next week. Hell, they were even in the Ravens game for the entirety into the third quarter, and then they just decided, you know what, I'm fucking tired. It's really cold out here. Can we just go to the heated blankets? This is in Miami. Jamar Chase is going to be clubbing and be ready to roll come into Sunday.
Cody, you make a lot of sense, but I don't want to rely on Sad Boy Burrow.
That's fair, but I can rely on him for 2 points instead of 5 points. You know, and some of these games are a lot closer. If Win Ewers wins his first game, that's going to be crazy. Like, hats off to him.
Jim Green will never shut up. He will never shut up if that.
I want you and him to do a podcast together. All right, so what do you want? Dim boys and dim birds coming to
no, it would have to be dim birds, dim boys.
Scully, what do you want?
Can't believe I'm saying this, but I'll take the Vikings over the Giants.
Yeah, everybody thought, like, oh, the Commanders are dead. They scored no points, and then fucking pissed down their legs against the Commanders.
I am more than a little worried about Jackson Darth's health and safety during this game.
That's true. The defense is the one thing that does travel.
Because Brian Flores himself might knock him out of bounds.
That's true. Ripped down by the face mask.
You might need Brian Flores to suit up at strong safety this week. Metellus is out for the season, but I'll take it.
You know, Joe Shane is contacting everybody down on the field going, if you lose this number one spot, so help me God.
Fair. They want to trade down. They don't want to draft anybody. They want to trade down. So
no, I know.
Mark. I think once a time every episode, Mark Bar grabs his mic and pulls it as close as he can and starts doing his whisper thing. It's like at least one episode. It's kind of your thing. It hurts my ear, but hey, keep your bed alive. I like it.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
This is a Wendy's.
Whopper.
Mark, what do you want?
You know, I had this game rated pretty low, and I completely forgot about the Quinn Ewers thing. Even though I heard a very interesting stat today that the last TU quarterback to win their first NFL start was Chris Sims.
Nice.
Long fucking time ago. So no fucking way Quinn Ewers is breaking that trend. Yeah, I'll take the Bengals and locking out that game.
All right, so we have Bar's 5 games. Which I will get yours at the end. All right. Mark or Nazario, what are your final 2?
These games are trash.
Correct.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
Who would think it would be a very, very difficult thing to pick the Chiefs on the versus the Titans at this point in the season?
Also true.
But I'm not gonna do that because I don't know what the fuck is gonna show up on that field on Sunday.
Very true.
I'll take the Saints over the Jets.
Yeah.
All right. So that game is now officially locked out from us.
Damn.
Because Bar gets the final pick on that. So
Should I take the Saints?
okay, and your last pick. Looks like 3 of us are going to basically take.
Why the
2 of
fuck
us.
not? I'll take the fucking Seahawks over the Rams.
Oh, daring today, aren't we?
He just wants that scenario more than the other
Yeah.
one.
So bad.
He does.
He wants to have the division.
Wants to win he wants to have the divisional program.
So only one more pick on that game can be taken. Mark, what do you want?
I think his computer died.
No, I'm here.
No.
Nazario.
Oh, Nazario? Oh, him? Yeah, it's probably.
Oh, we gained a follower. We stopped talking about Venezuela and we gained another one. That's all.
I enjoy oil and gold.
You know what? This can be my one pointer just because it's.
Don't tip picks.
Oh, well, what? I mean, I'm picking it last.
I know.
The Rams are most likely going to be without Devontae Adams.
Yes.
They were just in a dog. What the fuck?
Oh, just happened.
It was me by accident. Sorry.
Fuck you, Nazar.
They were just in a dog
It was
fight
me, Austin. Oh.
with Detroit. And kind of like what Cody said earlier, the Seahawks were looking ahead to this game. So they're probably pretty prepared. And they almost won. Like Sam Darnold was a drive away from probably winning them the last game. So I think they will win this matchup at home on Thursday. I'll take the Seahawks.
Not to mention Puka's hanging out with, racist podcasters.
Listen.
Refs just want to get on TV.
He just plays football, man. Like he doesn't look. He doesn't know.
He just likes to have a good time. All right. He just doesn't know what that's the right time. All right. So that game is now officially locked. Scully, what do you want?
It's a 1-pointer. I haven't had much luck with 1-pointers this year, so sure, I'll take the Falcons over the Cardinals. The Cardinals are down to, I think, 1 healthy running back for the rest of the season. Their first 4. Do we count DeMarcado as a running back after he dropped all those balls at the goal line?
He's listed as such.
Yeah, Brissett has been a godsend for fantasy. Thank God for him. Otherwise, I'd put water in 2 of my leagues. But no, I will take the Falcons. I think Kirko's been playing very well lately, so let's see it continue.
All right. I'm going to take the Buccaneers over the Carolina Panthers. Mike Evans looked like he was about to kill the whole team because I think he knew, hey, we're going to lose this division, and now Panthers decided to piss down their leg also. So then I think when push comes to shove, I think the Bucs can win it. If not, 1 point, fuck it. At this point, I'm 20 points up on Coho, so fuck, I'm not wearing no hat at this current moment.
How many yards does he need to get 1,000? Like if they just
he has 271 yards.
He needed 850 or something.
Yeah, so
that's the single game receiving yards record 2 weeks in a row.
I mean, he can do that. Like I saw what he did with Johnny Manziel. Okay.
Yeah, Guess what? Those legs were 11 years younger. Those legs were 11 years younger. Don't have that no more in it. All right.
Yeah,
so Robert, you can pick. One of you guys can pick the Falcons,
Atlanta,
and one of you
Arizona.
guys can pick the Buccaneers, and then I guess only one person's picking the Chiefs. How'd that work?
I mean, they can do it. I don't think it really matters.
Yeah, you guys can also pick that. You can also pick Chiefs Titans.
It doesn't matter. Just pick.
Bar has to pick Chiefs Titans. That's the one guarantee.
Yeah.
So, Robert, what do you want?
We were talking about Johnny Manziel. How's Abella Danger going to do with Johnny Manziel? That's the other question. I was going to be a contrarian. And actually pick the Cardinals here. But I don't want to tempt fate, and I hate picks already from last week. Like I hate them a lot. So I'm just going to. The team that I really despised from picks was fucking Panthers. They should have won that game, and they destroyed any confidence I would have in them. So I'm going to follow you, Cody, and I'm going to pick Tampa over Carolina. It's a 1-pointer. I need a big showing to beat Barr from Baker and the Mecca. So I'm going to bank on that shit.
All right. And Coho, you get Arizona or the Falcons or Kansas City and the Titans.
I'll take Kirko Chains and the Falcons.
All right.
No one touched the Chiefs in the Titans game.
Nope.
No.
That is incredible.
Bar, you know your games?
I do not.
Okay, let me read them to you, and while we're throwing all our picks down, then you can throw your picks at the end.
Yep.
Arizona versus Falcons.
Okay.
Kansas City versus Titans.
Mm-hmm.
Saints versus Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Buccaneers versus Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
And Rams versus Seahawks.
Okay.
All right. So everybody else, well, actually, you can also just put your board up and tell me what you're picking when you do that. So everybody take your time, pick your 5-pointer. Let me know when you're ready because I'm not looking at any of you.
Ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just waiting for Robert, and he's good.
All right, and I will go to you last, Bar. So first up, me, I'm going with the Bills. Nazario.
Texans.
Okay. Mark.
Yeah, starting out with 5 points already. Give me the Texans.
Whoa, confident. Okay. Scully, Bills.
Bills.
Okay, Robert.
Go Birds, Eagles. I hate that I had to write that.
Fuck.
Coho.
What? Fuck you, Bar. I get 5 pointers.
Patriots. Okay, Bar, what's your first one?
Y'all are a bunch of cowards. Yeah, Chiefs.
You know he's out for the season, right?
Yeah, I know he's out for the season.
Gee. Are you sure you know that? Are you sure?
Yes, I still think the Chiefs, even with Gardner Minshew, could easily beat the
That's
Titans.
fair. Okay. Are you sure?
Sure about that.
I concur about that. All right, you're number 4.
I mean, that makes sense. You know, former Eagle Gardner Minshew obviously is going to win the Chiefs.
Yeah. You can throw a football over that mountain.
Yeah.
Oh.
Does he still live in his little
His trailer?
trailer where he takes all the MILFs from wherever city he's in?
Gotta be.
Go.
Who
I
picked
think we're all
this? Who picked the Saints?
Me and Nazario.
Dario and Robert did.
Okay, just making sure. It ended up on my side, so I'm just making sure. Okay. Mine is the 49ers. Nazario.
Chargers.
You could just speak like a human. Mark.
Yeah. Maybe there's a whiskey's getting to me. I'll take the Broncos.
Wait, if you want to see real turned up, Mark, wait for best of 2025 movies coming to Wild. Scully.
I'm gonna go with Lions.
Robert.
49ers.
All right. Me and Robert trying to stay tied this week. Coho.
Kool-Aid has been drank, I guess, a little bit. I'm going to go with the Vikings.
Ooh. Okay. Bar.
Shuck. I'm gonna take Shuck and the Saints.
Oh God.
Could you just speak English? Okay. All right. You're a 3-pointer.
Ready.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm going a bigger swing than I expected. Bengals for 3 points. Over the Dolphins. Nazario.
I was moved by Bar's conviction. I'm gonna go with the Saints for 3.
This is the first time you've ever been moved by Bar. Mark.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull an audible here because fuck Quinn Ewers. Give me the Bengals.
We're gonna die together if we don't. Scully.
Patriots.
All right. Robert.
Broncos Nation. Let's ride.
That's right. Coho.
Eagles.
Ew.
And Bar.
Gonna go the Cardinals.
Oh my.
Of course, you go the one that I don't have written down. All right.
That sounds like a you problem, buddy.
I will fucking end you. All right. Final one, or your final one, because I'll know the rest. Your 2-pointer. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready?
I am ready.
All right. My first pick, the Lion, or my 2-pointer, Lions, Buccaneers, movement 1, Nazario.
Cheesy Packers.
Okay. Fuck the Bears, is what Nazario is saying. Mark.
Yeah, this feels better. Chargers.
Okay. Making the Seabirds 1. Scully.
The Vikings.
All right. You both picked each other's teams. Trouble in Paradise Brewing. Robert.
Shuck them corns, Saints.
I didn't understand the reference at first, but I got there at the end. Alrighty. Coho.
I will take the Falcons for my 2.
Putting the Bears at 1. What an asshole. Couldn't be me. All right, borrow your last 2.
The Rams.
Okay. And your final one.
Oh, I thought I only had like the Bucks left.
We didn't know who you picked between.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I'm taking the Yeah, I'll take the Bucks.
I mean, it wouldn't be
I would have
anything.
taken the Panthers, but that's just me.
I don't see how you would be able to do that after.
They're both ass, and it's for their division. I can see the Panthers at home wanting it more, but
that's why I put it at 1.
this is what I could see either way.
Would you say hungry dogs run faster?
Hungry dogs run faster.
I almost bought a Texans hat just because I changed.
Aren't they both hungry?
I was about to ask that. I feel like that can
That's
describe.
Actually, both are starving.
Yeah, I was going to say they both starved.
So, all right, that is the show for this week. Thank you all for showing up. Sorry that we got political there at one point, but we recovered. Appreciate you all.
Venezuela.
We didn't announce. We need to talk. We'll discuss right after this, but I'm thinking next week's show may end up being a Monday, just because of pushing too close to the work week. We'll talk about it. I think that's probably the best obvious one for all of us. But if we want to do Tuesday, we can do Tuesday. But I do not. Wednesday's not a happening. So we'll discuss and
2 weeks.
have a conversation.
It's gonna be the same for 2 weeks because next week is New Year's.
Well, who gives a fuck? Okay, bye. Talk to you later.